Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Central.
And we are live on the campus of Central State University, getting set for men's basketball. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee on the road this afternoon, 12-13 in all, and 11-7 in conference play. They'll meet the Marauders of Central State, who are 3-22 overall and 2-16 in the SIAC. Take a quick timeout right here on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
You hear me? I'm getting a double feed. All right, you can bring it back. We're live on the campus of Central State University, getting set for Golden Tigers basketball. Tuskegee on the road against the Marauders of Central State. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups of both teams. For the Marauders of Central State, we will go with the conference leading scorer, Willie Jackson, the senior, at one of the guard positions at 18.8 points per ball game. He'll be joined by Ravion Thomas, a sophomore from Detroit. Thomas leads in the rebounding at 6.1. Stephen Key, the second, leads the team in terms of turnovers. That's not a good category, but he's done a great job offensively for him with 14 points per ball game and 1.4 assists. DeMar Moore Jr., the freshman, who will start as well, averaging just under 2 assists per ball game. And rounding out their 5 is Javion Jackson, the junior from Lawrenceville. Jackson, the team's leading free throw shooter. So it's Jackson, Thomas, Key, and Moore, the 5 for the Marauders of Central State. Head coach Antonio Davis in his 4th campaign. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they'll go with Kevin Seasbury, the junior from Lithonia. Martez Jones, the junior from Tuskegee, Alabama. Martez back in the number 1 spot in terms of rebounding in the conference. The Anthony Pennington, the team's leading field goal producer. Pennington at 14.1 points per ball game. Kasami Draper, the sophomore from Conyers. Kasami with 12 blocks, tied with Jones for the most on the team. And Austin Taylor in that 5th spot. So it's Taylor, Draper, Pennington, Jones, and Seasbury, the 5 for Coach Richie Taylor. Coach Taylor, his 5th campaign, and he's assisted by Ray Johnson. Tuskegee on the floor first, just in the road white. Trunks and jerseys trimmed in that Tuskegee gold. Numerals in that Tuskegee crimson outline in that gold. And for the Marauders of Central State at home, dressed in black, their trunks outlined in maroon and gold, numbers in gold, outlined in maroon. Tuskegee will be going left to right first 20 minutes of basketball. Glad you could join us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Tuskegee on a 3-game win streak, taps up, and we're underway. Pennington got a hand on it. It'll belong to the Marauders of Central State. Tuskegee with wins over Spring Hill in their last ball game, 85-77. That one into overtime, and they beat Lamont on a few days before that. That one went into double overtime. So Tuskegee now on the 3-game skid, trying to finish up the season on a 5-0 run. Half-court set for the Marauders. They give it up top. This is Thomas, missed at the baseline. First rebound of the ball game to Martez Jones. So Tuskegee back the other way now. Taylor handles out front, across the floor, Seasbury. Down at the block they go. Draper trying to get it down low to Jones. Jones there had the shot, missed on the shot at the baseline, but Martez is fouled. He'll up at the line shooting for Tuskegee. So Martez quickly to the line to shoot. Martez good on that first free throw. So the first points of the ball game come from the free throw line. Foul called that trip down the floor. More for the Marauders of Central State. Martez missed on the second free throw. Just underway, 19-24 left first half. Tuskegee with an early 1-0 lead. Half court set now for the Marauders. Key with the basketball. Shot rejected there by Seasbury. Kevin with a good defensive play there. Outlet pass right side, D.A. Pennington pushes back up top. Taylor now to Kevin. Kevin jumped off. A good pass inside to Kasami. Floating hook by Kasami. Won't stay down, but Jones got a rebound. Martez back to the glass for the lay-in. He's got 3 here. Tuskegee with a 3-0 lead. Half court set now. DeMar Moore handles Taylor in his back pocket defensively. He'll slide all the way right side. Lost his dribble. Down at the block. He goes inside underneath on the shot. That one's off the mark by Key. Loose on the floor. He got a rebound and a put back for the Marauders. So Stephen Key, a sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio. 14 points per ball game. He's 12th in the conference in scoring. Gets his first field goal here. Jones up the floor. Taylor. Austin down in the corner to Pennington. Out front, Kevin. Seasbury behind the arc for 3. Missed on the shot. Pennington contests for the rebound at the block, but it came clear to Xavier Jackson. Jackson, left side, up top, Key. Key, line drive jumper, knocked it down. So Key with his second field goal of the ball game. Central State takes a 4-3 lead. 18 minutes left first half. Taylor across the timeline. And Olsen pulls it back out front. Coach Taylor just in front of us wanted Kevin to do something out front. Jones instead. D.A. Nice fake by him. Lost it at the block momentarily. Slide pass to Draper. Draper up top. Olsen for 3. Missed on the shot out front. Rebound to Central State. Key down at the block. Free underneath. Thomas can't convert. Draper commits the foul at the block, though. So that's Kasami's first. It's team foul number 1. And that will send Ravian Thomas, a sophomore, to the line to shoot. Thomas, 48 of 72 from the free throw line at 67% as he gets set for these first free throws. Marauders, 8th in the conference at 70% shooting from the line. Couple of substitutions now for Coach Antonio Davis. Joshua Screechin, a sophomore from Nashville, out on the floor. Also out. Stephen Key was out for a minute. He's out on the floor now. Is Davian Edwards, the freshman from Akron. So Edwards replaces Thomas in their lineup. Central State leads it 6-3. Tuskegee half court set now. Kevin, right side behind the arc, left side D.A. pushes up at the foul line. Draper at the block. Jones. Jones missed on the dunk right side, but a whistle. Tuskegee deliberate about going in on the inside, trying to start that offense on the inside, and it's working so far. Martez back to the line to shoot. That foul was called on the inside on Jackson, Xavier Jackson. That's his first. Martez got the first free throw for Tuskegee. Last time these teams met, Martez, 12 points, 6 rebounds. And he's coming off a 16-point, 18 rebound performance in the win over Spring Hill. Martez knocked them both down from the line. Had a chance to talk to him after that Spring Hill ball game, and he was talking about the fact that he's shooting an additional 50 free throws after each practice. Showed that trip down the line as he got them both. Jumper out front. Jackson, that's their scoring threat. Larry Jackson knocks down his first 3 of the ball game. Jackson, first in the conference in 3-point baskets. It's also first in 3 points made at 64 out of 144 coming into today's ball game, or 44%. Throwaway in the front court by Tuskegee. And here come the Marauders back the other way. Culpepper set to come in next to that ball. Jackson, Xavier Jackson in the corner, missed on that shot. Jones clears it for Tuskegee. We go back the other way. Martez, the conference leader in rebounds per ball game. At the block to try to float it inside the Draper. Hits the cylinder. Basketball back out to the Marauders of Central State. Julian Watson set to come in next dead ball. Double C set to come in as well. Chip Culpepper. 16:08 left first half. Stephen Key, good move at the block. Slides it back out front. Jumper out front by Screechin. Screechin is off the mark. And Jones collects another rebound for Tuskegee. Over to Taylor. Taylor over to Pennington. DA trying to dump it down low inside the Draper if they can. Across the floor and a turnover. Basketball was touched. Looks like the backside official in this case is going to come in. And they're going to contest that call. Backside official there was Jody Hellard. And Jody looks like he was going to come in to just challenge that and say that they did not touch it. But the officials are not confirming. They're just trying to confirm with Coach Taylor that it was not touched by anybody from Central State. The officiating crew for this basketball, James Brown, Bobby Green, and Jody Hellard. 15:46, we come to our first time out. Tuskegee trails at 9-5. Take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Aaron James, head football coach at Tuskegee University, and you are watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Back live here on the campus of Central State University in the Beacom-Lewis Gymnasium. Tuskegee trailing at 9-5 to the Marauders of Central State. Tuskegee set the break out of the timeout, trying to take their win streak to 4 in a row and close out the regular season with a 5-game win streak. Here this afternoon and then at Kentucky State on Monday. Tuskegee, a solid lock for the number 2 seed in the SIAC tournament coming up on March 3rd as we take a look at some of the early stats from this ball game. Just kind of getting the stats going here. They said they were going to have live stats in the women's contest, but it looks like they're just getting it online here inside of the facility. The snow in this area, in addition to the problems with AT&T overall, caused a little bit of an internet problem here. As a turnover in the backcourt, that causes a problem for the Marauders of Central State, as Tuskegee will have the basketball, trailing at 9-5. Good crowd here on a Saturday afternoon. Got here in town last night around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Not very bad weather at all, but with the windows drawn inside the hotel room and didn't open them until this morning. Very surprised to see snow on the ground here at Wilberforce. Watson up top to Culpepper. Across the floor to Draper. 8 to shoot now. Chip with the basketball. Now 6, doubled in the corner. Pushes out front. Pennington, foul line extended. Got space. Rattled, missed the jumper. Tapped around. Jones got a hand on it. Loose on the floor. Julian able to save it for Tuskegee. Fresh 20 across the floor. DA for 3. Rainbow. Back of the iron there. Culpepper with a tap and a save. Tuskegee with a fresh 20 now. Across the floor to DA. Pennington moving it up top. Chip. Culpepper doubled over to Pennington. DA slides inside the paint. Tried to dump it down low. Draper got it with some help from the backboard. Draper down low. Not going to go back outside, and he drew a foul at the block. Good job by Katsabi to keep that basketball inside the paint. Foul was called on Davian Edwards. And that's his first. So Draper to the line to shoot now for Tuskegee. Dylan Cambridge set to come in. Next dead ball for Tuskegee. Kasami missed on the first of 2. Draper on the season, just 53% from the free throw line, 93 out of 174 coming into today's ball game. Tuskegee last in the conference in terms of free throw shooting at 60% as a team. Missed on the shot, but they got a rebound. Draper at the block. This time shot rejected at the base by Edwards. Up the floor now to Screechin. Screechin works it right side, dumped it inside. Edwards floater, left it short on the iron. Jones got a rebound for Tuskegee. Martez just racking up the rebounds early on here. First half of play, 14:22 remains before half. Entry pass Jones. Culpepper, double DC. Culpepper knocks down a three. So that triple by Culpepper cuts the deficit to 9-8. Second look there for the Marauders of Central State. Cambridge came away with that basketball at the block. Tuskegee can claim a lead here. They go in the corner to Jones. Jones tried to leave it to Draper. Draper doubled at the free throw line. Slides inside to the rack, missed on the shot. Basketball tapped out of bounds. And they're going to call a foul on Martez Jones. Martez coming in at the back of that play. And over the back of the Marauders on the inside, so they get him for the foul. Jones picks up his first with 13:46 left first half. Routinely gets into foul trouble, but able to keep himself in the ball game. He's only been disqualified once on the season, but he plays right to the line on that. Central State by a point, now by two as Key got them inside space right side on a lay-in. He's got 6 in the first half. Christopher Whitmore Jr. set to come in. Next dead ball for Tuskegee. Seasbury out front, bounced it off of his leg, but right back to him. Chris Mickens out on the floor, down in the corner to Culpepper. Cambridge in the paint, floater tapped inside. Jones got a rebound, hit shot rejected inside, over to Seasbury. Seasbury can't finish, and a rebound to Xavier Jackson and the Marauders. Tuskegee with 3 trips that time, looks at it that time down the floor. Can't argue with that, just didn't get it to fall. Good defensive work inside for the Marauders on a couple of blocks. They turn it over in a half-court set now. Culpepper to the bench as Whitmore, his first spot of duty for Coach Taylor and Tuskegee. So it's Seasbury, Cambridge, Mickens, Jones, and Whitmore, the 5, as Draper set to come in next dead ball. Zone defense for Central State. Kevin across the floor to Mickens. Mickens tried to bounce it in the corner, batted and out of bounds. It'll stay with Tuskegee. 12:51 left in the first half. Martez with his first break toward the bench, picking up their first personal. Mickens to the sideline as well. So Pennington will look back on the floor. He will inbound it. Far shot of the floor in the corner. And he slides it out front to Draper. Draper back up to DA, and DA top of the key now. Tuskegee trailing 11-8. Inside pass, Draper. Draper back to Kevin. Kevin over to DA. Bounce pass, Draper. Now Seasbury. Jumper right corner. Seasbury on target for Tuskegee. So Kevin with his first field goal of the ball game, and Tuskegee cuts the lead to 11-10. Marauders half-court set. Down at the block, they work at the Key. Key back out front with the pass to Moore. Now back to Key, guarded by Pennington. Jumper good by Key. Just shot out of the defense there of DA. So Key already with 8 points in this basketball game. 12:07 remains first half. Pennington. Whitmore for 3. Long 3 is off the mark. That one out of play. So the basketball back the other way for the Marauders of Central State. 12:01 left first half. Tamar Moore, the freshman, handles for Central State across the timeline. Doubled out front. Over to Thomas for 3. Hit the back of the iron. Rebound tapped around. Cambridge tapped it over to Pennington. DA now wants to slide it right side over to Kevin. Seasbury in the corner, doubled there. Back out to DA. Whitmore on the move. Christopher can't get it airborne. Pennington, hard shot. Right side foul line extended. Count it for Pennington. So DA with his first field goal of the ball game, and Tuskegee cuts the deficit once again to 1. 13-12, Marauders lead it. 11:20 left first half. Sophomore Stephen Key, second, handles out front for Central State. On a weave up top now. This is Keyshawn Key, his brother. Whistles, pass shot, knocked out of bounds. The basketball will belong to Tuskegee. will come after this timeout. Tuskegee trailing at 13-12 to the Marauders of Central State. 11:05 remaining first half. Back with the Golden Tigers basketball after this timeout.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I'm Reginald Ruffin, your Director of Athletics, and you are watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
$11:05 left, first half of play here. We're live inside the Beacom-Lewis Gymnasium on the campus of Central State University. SIAC basketball. Tuskegee trying to take their win streak to 4 in a row to help close out the remaining 2 ball games of the regular season. Tuskegee slotted already for the number 2 seed in the upcoming SIAC tournament, which will take place down in Savannah, starting on March 3rd and concluding the following Sunday with championship play. Visit www.thesiac.com for your tickets. You're going to get a pass for the entire week or buy them on individual days. But certainly would hope to see you down in Savannah for conference tournament action. 2024 SIAC men and women's. Taking a look at a scene down in Savannah. This is from the tower of the Marriott Hotel. Just take a look at the river down there near Savannah. A lot of action down on that boardwalk throughout the weekends and even through the week. Very festive, nice place to tour and to stay a while. Down there for a whole week, you certainly get a chance to take in a lot of the scenery of Savannah. Half-court set, and there's Key beating the defense of Tuskegee with a flush on the inside. Give him an even 10 after the dunk. Pennington back the other way now for Tuskegee. Up top, Cambridge. At the block, Draper. Draper doubled on the inside to the rack. Whistles on the inside and a whistle. Call that foul on Xavier Jackson. Jackson's second foul. And Davian Edwards set to come in to take his place in the Central State lineup. Draper to shoot. Tuskegee trailing. And Kasami missed on that first. So Draper with one more coming, a chance to tie this basketball game up. Tuskegee has not had a lead in this contest. As Kasami on the second free throw, Rimmer's off the mark. The rebound cleared by Edwards and the Marauders. They retain a 1-point lead, 15-14. Martez Jones set to come in, next dead ball. Half-court set, Xavier Jackson with the basketball for Central State. Off top of the key, Edwards with it. Now entry pass inside the key. Pushes back outside to Jackson. Xavier with it, 5 to shoot. They leave him alone, and he's got enough space to knock down the jumper. Tuskegee just backed off at the very last minute, giving Jackson enough space to get the field goal. 17-14. Tuskegee trails. Pennington for 3. Missed on the shot. A long rebound fought for. Kevin got it. Lost it momentarily. Cambridge had it on the line, but he was standing on the inbound line. And the basketball back over to Central State. 9:31 left, first half of play. Tuskegee not able to get over the hump yet. Trailing now 17-14, but knocking at the door with a 1-point deficit for most of this first half. Now trailing by 3. DeMar Moore handles half-court set for the Marauders. Right side, gives it over to Willie Jackson. Now Stephen Key handles out front. Slides past Culpepper, left hand, missed on the lay-in. Kevin clears that for Tuskegee. Seasbury, right side now. He'll challenge to the rack, missed on the shot. Edwards clears for Central State. Up the floor, they give it to Keys. Stephen may have doubled there, but no call. That's what Coach Taylor and Coach Johnson is saying. There was a clear double there. Got away with it. Out front with the basketball is Moore now. Go back pedal. Get some instruction from Coach Davis down to our right. Mickens set to come in next dead ball. Inside, they work it. They got it inside to Stephen Key. Key not able to convert for one of the rare times in this first half. Tuskegee back the other way now. Need a basket here. 8:28 remaining. Pennington, right side, Culpepper. Back over to Seasbury at the block, Jones. Jones doubled in the corner now. Got to get rid of the basketball. Out the DA, 10 to shoot for Tuskegee. Now Pennington across the floor, Culpepper. Chip on the move with 5 in the corner. DA behind the arc for 3. Rattled down and would not stay down for Pennington and Tuskegee. That thing did everything but stay in the cylinder. So the basketball looks like it's going to stay with Tuskegee, though. I think they got the cylinder before the shot clock, and they got a takeaway down low. So it'll stay with Tuskegee with 8:04 remaining. First half, Tuskegee trailing 17-14. Bounce pass, Jones slips on the surface. And Martez, let's see if he's okay. Just slip inside of the paint. Martez up and headed back the other way. Seems to be okay, just had his feet slip from under him. So the basketball will belong to the Marauders of Central State with 8:01 remaining first half. They lead it 17-14. Keyshawn Key, the senior brother of Stephen Key, inbounds it. Screeching handles. Screeching across the floor now to Wayne Jefferson, who just got on the floor. Jefferson with a long three-pointer. Front of the iron, rebound, Martez Jones. Over to Pennington. 7:35 left first half. Entry pass, Martez foul line extended. It's a dangerous pass, and Tuskegee throws it away. There comes Jackson, Willie Jackson with it, up top of the key. So back pedal, now across the floor to Jefferson. Foul line extended, running jumper there. That one rattles good for Screeching. Screeching with his first field goal of the ball game. Make it 19-14, Tuskegee trailing. Double C behind the arc. Culpepper back up top to DeAnthony. Now Mickens with it, far side of the floor. Pennington, double C again. Line drive, that one's off the mark for Culpepper. Rebound at the block, though, to Draper and a whistle inside. Edwards guilty of the foul. So that'll be Edwards' second personal. And Draper, the hard work on the inside being rewarded. Kasami, named player of the week in the SIAC last week. In that double overtime win over Lemoyne, went for 21 points and a career high 19 rebounds. And against the Badgers of Spring Hill in an overtime win, had 14 points and 8 rebounds. It's a good week of work for Kasami Draper, named SIAC player of the week. He'll be at the line shooting after this timeout with 6:49 and Tuskegee trailing at 19-14. Back after this.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, this is Shiante Webster, head women's basketball coach, and this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Back live on the campus of Central State University, 19-14 Marauders lead the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Women's action earlier today. The Golden Tigers of Tuskegee fell to the Lady Marauders of Central State 53-47. And they fall to 14-8 overall and 11-7 in SIAC play with that loss. Tuskegee, the men, meanwhile, trying to push their consecutive win record to 4 in a row. Draper to the line to shoot now. The Central State Pep band playing to Iraq. Great performance they've given throughout this contest. They were here for the entire women's contest, playing with a lot of precision and some good quality music as well. Draper at the line shooting, and Coach Taylor with his hands in the air saying, "Will you please stop the Bacon from play?" 6:49 left first half. And Coach Dave is looking in. That's okay. That's fair. We'll stop. Draper with the first free throw knocks it down for Tuskegee. Coach Taylor just kind of standing up in front of the Pep band with his hands raised saying, "Look, you guys, you're killing us," right? Draper got it. And Kasame got them both from the line. 6:49 left first half. 19-16, Central State leads. They have it in a half-court set. Willie Jackson with it out front. 11 on 11. He wears 11, so does Pennington. At 11, got to the rack left side and beat the other 11. And Jackson got the lay-in to make it 21-16. He's got 5 first half play. Here's the other 11, Pennington with the basketball. Over to Mickens, line drive from the freshman, missed on the shot. Culpepper saved it over to Draper, and Draper got the lay-in right side. Credit Chip Culpepper with that basket. It'll go to Draper, but Culpepper with a good job of staying in there to get that rebound and tapping it right over to Draper. 21-18, Tuskegee trails, half-court set for Central State. Stretching out in the corner to Jackson. Jackson raises with a jumper, rattled it good. Just no consciousness of Willie Jackson at all. Just a quick jumper, knocked that one down. He's got 7. Now Tuskegee half-court set. Draper down in the corner. Kasami squares. Across the floor, Culpepper. Up top, Mickens. Pennington. Free. Rainbow 3. D.A. knocks it down for Tuskegee. First three-pointer for Pennington in the ball game. He's got 5. 23-21. Marauders still continue to lead. At the block, down low, reverse lay-in is good by Ravian Thomas. Thomas with his first field goal of the ball game. Austin Taylor set to come in next dead ball. Stephen Key set to come back out for Coach Davis. Draper, left corner, knocks down a jumper. Now Kasame starting to spread the floor a little bit there. Got that one from the perimeter. He's got 7. Screeching across the floor. Keyshawn Key. Now, Willie Jackson spins the paint behind the arc. Jumper left short by Key. That was Keyshawn missing on that one. Tuskegee with a chance to tie the ball game up with a basket here. Left side, Culpepper. Empty pass straight top, D.A. Hard push by D.A. Mickens for 3. KC knocks it down. So Mickens knocks that one down for Tuskegee. His first field goal of the ball game. So K-Mick with a three-pointer gives Tuskegee the lead, 26-25. Draper with a rebound, and they'll get him for a travel violation. He was tied up momentarily by Aravian Thomas, and coming out of that tie-up, Draper commits the turnover. So K-Mick off the floor now after hitting that three-pointer to give Tuskegee the lead. Half-court set now for Central State. Update top their work at the Thomas. Draper almost had a steal there for Tuskegee. Out front instead, it's DeMar Moore with the basketball. Up top, Thomas. Way out front, rattled and missed on that shot. At the block, whistles in the backcourt as Taylor got the rebound. He's fouled in the backcourt by Keyshawn Key. So Key picks up his first. Tuskegee will have the basketball, but they'll have it after this media timeout. 3:47 remains, and Tuskegee with his first lead of the ball game, 26-25. Take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee Nation, I'm Paul Carney, Tuskegee University Public Address Announcer. Thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
Back live here on the campus of Central State University. Chance for us to maybe get one of our sponsor reads in here. I'll see if we can pull that off, Eric. Maybe we'll go with the Utilities Board of Tuskegee. How about that one? Utilities Board of Tuskegee is a proud sponsor of Golden Tigers basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. UBT puts the power in your hands to enjoy the things that matter most. Utilities Board of Tuskegee, purpose, progress, people. As we wind down our coverage of Tuskegee basketball this season, we've been here all season long for basketball action, men and women, throughout the entire season. Definitely want to thank our sponsors for making that possible. And the Utility Board of Tuskegee, one of those sponsors. More coverage coming on Monday from Frankfort, Kentucky, on the campus of Kentucky State University, and that'll close out our coverage of the 23-24 basketball season for Tuskegee, with both teams headed into the conference play in the tournament coming up from Savannah starting on March 3rd. Men etched in at number 2 in tournament play, and the women of Tuskegee right now will go in to seed at number 3 out of the West. After the timeout, full court pressure by the Marauders of Central State. Taylor on a weave. Now it's Pennington handling the basketball. DA across the floor to Austin. Now at the block, Jones. Back out front, DA. DA on a move right side. Taylor fires a 3. Missed on the long-range three-pointer. Coach Taylor just in front of us would have rather that shot take place on the other side of the floor with either Pennington or Culpepper down in the corner. They were both free as well, but they pushed it back across the floor instead to Taylor. 3:17 remains first half. Bounce pass at the block. Key trying to catch up with it inside the paint. He's scrambling down there and whistles as they try to tie that basketball up. It'll be Taylor guilty of a foul instead on Sean Key. So Austin with his first personal. And that'll be side out for the Marauders of Central State with DeMar Moore set to inbound it. Tuskegee leading by 1 point. Way out front with the basketball. It's Keyshawn Key. Up top, line drive jumper. That one's off the mark by Xavier Jackson. Leads to a run out. Here comes Culpepper. Chip fouled down on the other end of the floor by Stephen Key. Not a bad foul there by Stephen Key to catch up with that play for Central State. That's his first. Instead of the easy dunk or lay-in by Culpepper, Double C is going to have to shoot the free throws here for Tuskegee. Culpepper on the season, 62% from the line, 29 of 47. 2:57 remains. Tuskegee leads by 2 now, 27-25. Trailed most of this first half. So the redshirt sophomore from Hoover, Alabama, fires the first free throw and missed on the first of the 1-and-1. So Central State with the basketball on their end of the floor. Keyshawn Key over to his brother Stephen Key. Now up top, it's Willie Jackson. Jackson inside and a whistle there. They'll call the foul on Austin Taylor, so Austin's picked up his second. Still non-shoot. And it'll be left of the cylinder, DeMar Moore to inbound it. Quickly, they give it to Jackson off of one leg with a rising jumper. Willie Jackson just knocks down another field goal. He's got 9 first half of play. Just an outstanding offensive player. Trying to get it to Jones at the block. Now across the floor, DA, they're trying to get it to Draper at that block if they can. Coach Taylor's trying to get him to get a little bit lower in the block. Taylor slipped, lost the basketball as a result. Up the floor, Moore shot rejected by Culpepper. Running back after the play defensively. That leads to 3-on-3 basketball. Pennington had it tapped, and he threw it away. Back up the other end of the floor now. Jackson gives chase, and he'll run it down in the corner for Central State. Julian Watson set to come in. Next dead ball for Coach Taylor and Tuskegee. Tied at 27. Outside, that one's off the mark. Missed time jump there by Pennington. Left an easy lane in there for Xavier Jackson to follow up with a lay-in right side. And they take a 29-27 lead with 1:33 remaining first half. Left side, Jones with the basketball. On the weave, it's D.A. Pennington behind the arc. Thought three, didn't take it. Now left side, Culpepper. Whistles on the inside and a 3-second violation. Martez Jones thought perhaps a shot was getting set to take place from the outside. It did not. So Culpepper departs. Seasbury back out on the floor with 83 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Tuskegee trailing 29-27. DeMar Moore across the timeline with the pass to Keyshawn Key. On the weave, Willie Jackson. He's trying to clear it out. Coach Davis says, let's do a one-on-one here. Jackson behind the arc right side. They know they want to get it in his hands. Head fake to the rack. Almost got the shot to fall. Seasbury airborne, and he commits the foul. So Seasbury picks up his first. 57 seconds left in this first half of play. Coach Davis, just such an animated coach and certainly a player's coach. He enjoys his profession and he really enjoys getting the most he can get out of his players. And he's getting a lot in this first half from Willie Jackson. Jackson rims that first free throw and misses. He's a senior from Fishers, Indiana. Leads the team with 18.6 points per ball game. That's good for the number one scorer in the conference. Leads him in minutes played per ball game, averaging 33 minutes per ball game. And leads him in three-point shooting as well at 44%. Went 1 of 2 from the line that trip. He's got an even 10 in his first half. They're showing full court pressure now as Tuskegee set to inbound the basketball with 56 seconds left first half. Julian Watson out on the floor now. Watson back over to Austin Taylor. Tuskegee trailing by 3. Seasbury up top across the floor. Watson. Now back to Austin. Seasbury, right corner. Back out front, 9 to shoot. Across the floor now is Watson. Julian lines are out for 3. Front of the iron. Seasbury challenges, but the rebound comes clear to Keyshawn Key. 26 seconds. Marauders with a chance for another field goal. And they'll take a timeout before they do that with 22.9 seconds remaining. They lead it 30-27. Back with more basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education. Home, where you hang out with friends, do homework, relax, explore.
Tuskegee University basketball on the Golden Tigers Network is brought to you by TNT Fireworks, America's best-selling brand of and the largest distributor of consumer fireworks. And special thanks to TNT Fireworks as well. Partner with us last couple of years in our coverage of Tuskegee basketball. 18 seconds left first half. Marauders trying to play it down for a final shot before the buzzer. They lead it 30-27, now 10 for them to shoot. They got it in the hands of Willie Jackson, 5 to shoot. Now into the hands of Sean Key. Over to Jackson now with 2. Kicked it, and they won't get it off. Good defensive stop there by Tuskegee to end this first half of play. Tuskegee trails 30-27 as we go inside the locker room at the intermission. Take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I'm Deborah Rogers, Deputy Chief Athletic Director, Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Hi, I'm Drayton Florence, 2023 SIAC Hall of Fame inductee. Thank you for watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not gonna be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity, but the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just got to give them a chance.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Tuskegee Nation, I am Gerald Long, General Manager of the Utilities Board of Tuskegee, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee Nation, I'm Paul Carney, Tuskegee University Public Address Announcer. Thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity. But the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts. And that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just got to give them a chance.
Hello, Tuskegee fans. I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
What does education mean when you choose the top HBCU in Alabama?
So one of the things that's been most valuable from my experience at Tuskegee is being able to face challenges head on. I can definitely say here I've learned how to be an advocate for myself, how to speak up, and how to present myself in ways that can help me get opportunities, that help me fix things that may not be right. And I think that's really just the best skill that I've learned here that I can take with me for the rest of my life.
Look forward to your bright future. Apply to Tuskegee University today. Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
And we are back live inside a rocking Beacom-Lewis gymnasium on the campus of Central State University. At the intermission, Central State with a 30-27 lead over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee as we take a look at some of the first half stats from this basketball game. For the Marauders of Central State, they're 3 of 4 from the free throw line at 75%. Tuskegee 8 of 14 at 57% from the line. From the floor, Tuskegee 8 of 22 shooting, 36% shooting from the floor. For the Marauders, they're 45% shooting from the floor at 13 of 29. From behind the arc, 1 3-point field goal by Central State, 3 by the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee at 27%. Tuskegee with an edge in the rebounding, 20 overall compared to 13 for the Marauders. Assists, Tuskegee leads that category 5-3. Turnovers, unfortunately, Tuskegee leads that category 9-3. And Tuskegee has 1 point coming off of a fast break opportunity. 30-27 is where we stand headed into the second half of play. Leading scorers in that first half of the Marauders of Central State. They had 2 players in double figures. Willie Jackson, their team's leading scorer, he had 10. and Stephen Key the second. He had 10 as well, followed by Xavier Jackson with 4, Ravian Thomas with a field goal, and Scretchen with a field goal. For Tuskegee, they had Draper to finish the first half with 7 points. Martez Jones and DeAnthony Pennington each finished with 5. Culpepper had 3. So did Chris Mickens on a 3-point shot, and Kevin Seasbury with 1 field goal. To give Tuskegee its 27 points. So 30-27 is where we head into the final 20 minutes here on this Saturday afternoon basketball game. Coach Davis and Coach Taylor going the length of the floor conversing. Good friends, as is all of the coaching contingents here in the SIAC. Jumper right corner to get things going. That's Seasbury to get things off the right way for Tuskegee in the second half. Make it 30-29. Half court set now. Marauders with it. Out front with the basketball is Ravian Thomas. Thomas gives it over right side to DeMar Moore. Initial 5 for Coach Davis out on the floor. Key having to come back out to get that basketball. Almost lost it. Now he'll lose it on the offensive push-off of Kevin Seasbury. So that's a second personal on Stephen Key for the Marauders of Central State. So Tuskegee, chance to take a lead here early in the second half of the ball game with a field goal. This trip down the floor. They've been close at this juncture throughout that first half, cutting it to 1, but not able to get over the hump. Let's see if this trip does it. Austin Taylor out front, Draper. Draper, left side DA. Pennington surveys, zone defense by the Marauders. 13 to shoot, Seasbury right side of the floor. Now up top, they go in the corner. To Draper, foul line extended. Kasami, head fake, good job there to the rack, missed on the shot. Whistles, no call on the inside as Willie Jackson comes away with a rebound. Draper on the inside had a look. It just would not stay for him. Tuskegee just cannot break into taking a lead. Loose on the floor now. Jackson's tied up by Kevin Seasbury. We'll check the arrow. It'll stay with the Marauders of Central State, though. Right of the cylinder. Or left, that is. That's DeMar Moore to unbound it. He'll push it out front with the pass to Xavier Jackson. Moore back up top now. Willie Jackson with the basketball. Jackson whistles on the inside. They'll get Pennington for an offensive foul there. Pennington at the last moment trying to reach in there to step that basketball away. That's his first personal. Team foul number 1 here in this second half of play. 18:33 remaining. Tuskegee trailing it 30-29. Bounce pass on the inside. Left-hand job by Stephen Key. Can't get it to convert. Pennington pushes back the other way. DA challenged on the inside. Tapped out of bounds. Coach Taylor screaming for a foul. And Taylor will inbound it for Tuskegee. Austin looking to the inside. Going back out front instead. Threw it way back into the secondary and a foul call there near the mid-stripe. They call the foul on DeMar Moore. That's his second. And it'll be side out for Tuskegee. It'll be Pennington to inbound it just in front of us with 18:23 left. Out front on the inbound pass to Taylor. Seasbury with it out front on the weave. Now Kevin across the floor. Over to Taylor. Taylor pushes back out to DA. Pennington across the floor to Kevin. Seasbury spins inside the paint. Now back out front. They left him alone. He'll turn with a jumper. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Just kept ball faking. The defense just finally fell off, and Seasbury knocks down his second field goal of the second half. He's got 6 in the ball game. Tuskegee with its first lead and a turnover by the Marauders now. Tuskegee with a 31-30 lead. 17:51 left in the ball game. And the Marauders take a timeout. Tuskegee finally breaking through. They lead it by 1, 31-30. Take a break here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, Tuskegee fans. I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. And thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since the break, it's been all Kevin Seasbury. In the second half, he scored all 4 of Tuskegee's points to give Tuskegee a 31-30 lead over the Marauders of Central State. 17:51 left in the basketball game. Glad you could join us for our coverage on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Charles Ward here on the road with Tuskegee as they close out the final 2 ball games of the regular season here today and then on Monday in Frankfort. Take a look at our shot clock now. The hot spots out on the floor for the Marauders of Central State. On the right-hand side for them, you can see most of their shots, a lot of the shots coming from around the perimeter. The ones in white with no circles and numbers indicates a missed field goal. The few that they have inside the perimeter, that's where they had the success. And for Tuskegee, on their end of the floor, you can see most of their baskets coming inside. Although on our split screen, I can't see the top of the screen there. That looks like that's a hot spot just behind where we are here courtside, but Tuskegee with one spot just outside the perimeter doing some damage from there. Seasbury stepped inside, almost lost the basketball. Goes to Draper instead. Kasami at the block, Jones. Jackrabbit to the cylinder, missed on the shot. It was partially blocked on the inside by Arabian Jackson for the Marauders of Central State. Half-court set now for Central State. Tuskegee with a 1-point lead. Willie Jackson fires a 3-pointer, missed on the shot, and here comes Martez with that rebound. You know, he's got it already being double figures on rebounds. Pennington down in the corner now, facing that zone of the Marauders. They go down at the block, Jones with it. He'll push across the floor now to DA for 3, way out front. Drains it for Tuskegee. Pennington knocks down a triple. His first field goal of the second half. Tuskegee up by 4 now. 16:55 left in the ball game. Half-court set now for the Marauders. Thomas, left side, bumping there as Xavier Jackson went to the cylinder left side, and he got a lay-in. Tough work by Jackson on the inside. His first field goal of the second half. He's got 6. Taylor now, half-court set for Tuskegee. Up top, Pennington. DA across the floor. Seasbury for 3. Back of the iron. Rebound, Jones. Jackrabbit got another one for Tuskegee. Out to Pennington. Fresh 20. DA for 3. Front of the iron. Long rebound. Chased down by Taylor in the corner. Austin up top. Now across the floor to Seasbury. Kevin on the move at the baseline. Whistles. And a foul call at the baseline. They'll call the foul on Keyshawn Key. That's his second. Stephen Key back out on the floor. He'll replace Raven Thomas. Departing also. Is Xavier Jackson. Tuskegee leads at 36-32. Across the floor, they work it to DeMar Moore. Half-court set taken away by Tuskegee. Here comes Pennington across the timeline. DA pushes back out front. Now across the floor, Seasbury. Kevin all the way at the block. Down in the corner. Pennington catches it there. Behind the arc. Now 15 to shoot. They go across the floor to Seasbury. Kevin holding it with 10. Now to Draper down in the corner. Kasami going to work now. Turns back out front. 4 to shoot. Seasbury jumper right side. Cans it for Tuskegee. Kevin just kind of looked that defense off and raised with the jumper. He's got 8 in the ball game. Timeout taken by Coach Davis and the Marauders of Central State. 15-13 remains. Tuskegee with his largest lead of the ball game. 38-32. Back after this timeout on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
I'm Reginald Ruffin, your Director of Athletics, and you are watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
15-13 remains here in this contest. Tuskegee with the 38-32 lead over the Marauders of Central State. SIAC action. Tuskegee trying to take its win streak to 4 in a row as they get set to close out the regular season. Tuskegee already knocked in, inked in, as solid as you can be, the number 2 seed from the West in the SIAC tournament. That means that they won't be playing after they play on Monday to end the regular season. They won't play again until the Friday of the tournament, which will be March the 8th, slotted at a 5 p.m. start. And they'll play the winner of an earlier ball game, the winner of actually game 11 on the bracket schedule. And that game will feature the number 3 seed out of the East versus the winner of a ball game earlier in tournament play. So it's difficult to determine which teams will be actually still in the hunt to meet Tuskegee at the end of that week, as the SIAC tournament is right on us now. Closing out regular season today and Monday. We'll have the coverage for you on Monday as well from Frankfort, Kentucky at Kentucky State, delivering on our commitment to cover all of Tuskegee basketball this season. Thanks to Athletics Director Reginald Ruffin and Chief Operating Officer Dr. Rolanda Rice, and President Charlotte Morris, and everybody that supported our coverage throughout the season. Can't tell you how many comments we've gotten from parents and friends of players saying that this is the real one opportunity for them to really tune in to follow these players when they're not at home, and they can just see it wherever they are around the world. Inside the paint, Jones line drive shot is missed, but we go back the other way. Tuskegee with a 38-32 lead. Screeching with it inside the paint. Now on a give. They give it to Stephen Key, the sophomore, from behind the arc. Draper jumped out, and we're going the other way. They're going to call a foul. Looks like an illegal screen. Yeah. They call it on Edwards, and that's its third. So Draper trying to pop out to pick up Key on the penetration, and Edwards with the illegal screen picks up foul number 3 with 14:24 remaining. Julian Watson across the timeline now. Up top to Culpepper, over to Pennington, back to double C. Now Watson at the block, Draper. Draper slides on Edwards. They're trying to go right at him, and they do. Draper with a nice move under the cylinder, got the lay-in. First 2 for him in the second half, giving 9 in the basketball game. Edwards out there playing with those 3 personals. Tuskegee knowing that went straight at him. Down at the block, whistles at the baseline. And a foul call, and it'll go against Martez Jones down at the block. So Martez picks up his second. 13:50 left. Entry pass comes out front to Xavier Jackson. Across the floor to Screechin. He'll slide the paint. Now try to dump it down low to Edwards. Edwards there, shot, spinner, falls good for Edwards. It danced on the cylinder momentarily, and Edwards found a good roll. Tuskegee's lead at 6. They have the basketball across the timeline. They go right to left. Watson, the sophomore, handles. Slides right side, up top DA. Pennington across the floor and threw it high. Comes patting his chest, saying, my bad, trying to get it to Culpepper right side. Too much air into that pass. Screeching across the timeline now for Central State. He'll handle in the right corner. Lost his dribble. Key had it taken away by Pennington. Good defensive work. 2-on-1 now. Pennington left hand missed. There's Watson at the follow at the baseline. He fell out of bounds. And the basketball back over to the Marauders. Pennington there should have gone left hand with that one instead of trying to get that right hand reverse lay-in on the left side of the cylinder. He'll come back the other way instead, Screeching with the basketball. Up top now, Coach Taylor going with a couple of substitutions. That shot barely creases the rim as Jones comes away with that rebound. Cambridge and Whitmore set to come in next dead ball for Tuskegee. Half court set now, Watson with it. Julian up top, across the floor to Culpepper. Over to Pennington. DA pushing back to Watson, left side with the jumper, down in the cylinder, popped out. Missed on the shot, but there, Jones with the flush for Tuskegee. And they're going to get him for a technical foul. Didn't need that for support. Instead of him hanging to ensure that he didn't fall in a certain way, Jones hanging on the rim and elevating himself on the rim, and they'll get you for that every time. And if that's the call, that'll be foul number 3 on him. So it comes after a field goal. I guess they'll count the field goal. We'll see. But after that, they'll hit him with a technical foul. So the officials conferring now. Maybe a possibility they're going to wave it off. We'll see. James Brown, the lead official, coming toward the table. They'll count the basket. That's the indication by James Brown. They're calling, saying it's number 4. I think he's referencing number 1. And it will be a foul on Jones. So that'll be his 3rd. They'll count his basket, make it 42-34, but that may be a giveaway as they go back on the other end with Stephen Key getting set to shoot free throws after the technical. Dylan Cambridge set to come in, next dead ball. So is Christopher Whitmore. So James Brown now sharing the word with Coach Benchy Taylor, and Martez Jones looking right in as well. And at the other end, Key with the first free throw, and he knocked that one down. So Key with 11 now after the first free throw. And those are the type free throws that the fouls that Coach Taylor's been talking about. Is that Martez with one early in the ball game, just coming over the back of a defender that was clearly had all the spacing there on the inside. And there. So looks like we got a call going the other way. We stand corrected on this. Martez was at the line shooting, no technical on him. That's great news. Instead, he was fouled, and the foul was called on Screechin against the Marauders of Central State. So wave off all of that conversation and give a 3-point play to Martez Jones. Marauders half court set now. They appear to be a bit rattled after the transaction on the other end of the floor now. 9 for them to shoot. Line drive by Key, poorly shot and missed. Rebound tapped around, and they get another look though. 43-35, Tuskegee with the extended lead after the field goal and the free throw by Jones. Basketball at the block, and Marauders having all kinds of problem right now with their spacing on the floor. 5 to shoot. Key out front, knows it, line drive, that was way off the mark. Cambridge had it at the block, and somehow they get a basket down low. Jackson credited with that basket at the block. And Tuskegee, all the opportunities in the world to come away with that basketball before giving up the field goal. Not able to do it. Culpepper now, Screechin guarding him. 43-37, Tuskegee leads. Jones trying to square out a block. He's only got 2 personals now. Remember, we took the one off because he was the one that was fouled. Behind the arc, Whitmore now. Christopher lost his dribble in the corner. Cambridge with a jumper. Had to hurry. Missed on the shot in the corner. For Tuskegee right now, Culpepper may be the only perimeter shooter out on the floor now. Watson as well. And they just didn't have many options there in terms of who to go to. Line drive, 3-pointer, that's off the mark. Whitmore clears for Tuskegee. And over to Julian Watson. K-Mix set to come in next dead ball. Up top, Cambridge with it. Across the floor to Whitmore. Whitmore for 3. Bingo for Whitmore. Christopher with his first field goal of the ball game, and it's a 3-pointer. That's a big one for Tuskegee. They stretch their lead to 9. 46-37. Half court set. Basketball thrown away by the Marauders of Central State. Sami Draper and Chris Micken down on the floor now. Dylan Cambridge. Well, everybody to the sideline. A timeout taken. We'll get the personnel set for Tuskegee after the timeout. 10-18 remains. Tuskegee with his largest lead of the ball game. 37. We'll take a timeout on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hi, this is Shiante Wester, head women's basketball coach, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's. Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Booster Digital Displays is a proud sponsor of Tuskegee University basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network as the exclusive provider of the digital storage table inside Daniel Chappie James Center and the new state-of-the-art Jumbotron and scoreboard at Cleve Abbott Stadium. Booster Digital Displays is committed to boosting Tuskegee athletics to the next level. For more information on the affordable and innovative Booster Digital Displays product line, visit www.boosterdisplays.com. Glad to have them as a part of our sponsorship entourage this season as well. After the timeout, Tuskegee in a half-court set now. Whitmore just hit a three-pointer a few minutes ago. Bounce pass over to Jones at the block. Draper to the rack, can't finish. Jones got a rebound. He will, and a whistle. Good follow inside by Martez. That duo working with Draper and Martez in tandem. Martez got that field goal and a chance for another three-point play by Jones. Martez with the free throw, knocked it down. He's got 6 in the second half. He's got 11 points overall. I think that may have gotten him into double digits. Already know he's got at least that many rebounds. Turnover in the backcourt there by the Marauders as DeMar Moore, the freshman, commits the turnover. So Tuskegee has gotten them rattled now. They extend their lead to 49-37. Out front, Watson to Draper to get things started. Julian across the floor to Whitmore. Mickens in the corner. Chris lost this dribble, pushes back out front. Now Draper, foul line extended, double there. Sides it in the corner. Took way just a little bit too long there on that shot clock violation. Trying to wait for things to clear and ran out of time. Mickens was open in the corner. Didn't have enough shot clock left though. Full court pressure by Tuskegee now. Willie Jackson back out on the floor now for the Marauders. Up top with the pass to Thomas. Tuskegee settles in on a zone defense as we go to 9:20 remaining. Jackson in the corner on the move. They slide it across the floor. Out front, Moore. He had a look, gave up on it. It's tapped and back in the backcourt. Now they got a safe full 30 on the clock. Now they push it down to 20. They reset it and it's going at 15 now. Back out front on the move. Cross dribble there. Running floater is off the mark. Rebound fought for. Save there in the corner. Good job there by Whitmore to save it. Over to Julian Watson quickly across the timeline. Whitmore at the block. Jones underneath. Reverse. Shot fell short, but Martez going to the line for Tuskegee to shoot. 8:49 left in the basketball game. Martez back to the free throw line again for Tuskegee. Not sure who they call that foul on the inside, that trip down the floor. Thomas guilty of the foul. That's his first. And Martez hits the first free throw. And has missed on that second one. Coach, did you get that? Half court set back the other way inside, a whistle. Ball called inside on Kasami Draper. And Draper picks up his second. And that'll send Willie Jackson to the line to shoot for Central State. We're at 8:39 remaining in the basketball game. Tuskegee with a 50-37 lead. Jackson hits the first free throw. Jackson had 10 at the break. His first point of the second half. That one on that free throw. Rattled and missed on the second one. Draper got the rebound for Tuskegee. Full court pressure for the Marauders, and it's batted at the mid-stripe, thrown away. Watson tried to throw it in between two defenders. Three-point shot in the corner is off the mark and tapped out of bounds, going back the other way for Tuskegee. 8:24 left. Watson departs. 50-38. Teachable moment there for Coach Taylor as Julian comes to the sideline. Through that basketball, try to throw it right between two defenders. Mickens up the floor over to Pennington. DA had his shot partially deflected from behind. Thought the defense was already gone by. Had a three-pointer, but instead they caught up with him for a block. Down in the corner for three. Jefferson's shot is off the mark. And a hard rebound coming down low to Martez Jones. DA now near the mid-stripe. 7:50 left in the basketball game. Pennington works it out front. Now slides it back to the right side on the dribble. K-Mick up top to Draper. Draper doubled there near the free throw line. Down low, overlooked the defense, and thunder down low. Martez with the flush for Tuskegee. The look off by Draper caused that. He looked off three defenders, and that allowed Jones to get free at the block. Back the other way, a basket down low by Jefferson, followed by a whistle. They'll call it on Draper, and that's Draper's third. So it's 7:22 left and a timeout on the floor. The basket down low by Jefferson. That's his first field goal of the ball game. That makes it 52-40. Tuskegee leads it, but they'll be shooting. Marauders will from the line after the timeout on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
$7:22 remains here inside the Beacom-Lewis Gymnasium on the campus of Central State University. Tuskegee trying to take its win streak to 4 in a row to close out the season with one more ball game remaining on Monday. Defeated Lane and defeated Lemoyne in double overtime, and they defeated Spring Hill in overtime to take it to 3 in a row. Trying to push it to 4 here with a 12-point lead over Central State, but at the line for the Marauders, it's Wayne Jefferson, the senior from Wilmington, Delaware. Set to try to cap off a three-point play, and he does with the field goal. Mickens in the backcourt over to Pennington. Full court pressure now by Central State. K-Mick slides it across the floor. Pennington across the timeline. Slides it back over to K-Mick. Now at the block, Draper. Draper turning back out to DA. At the block, Jones. Across the floor, they go to Whitmore. Across the floor, Pennington. Jones again. And Pennington and Jones talking there. He said he wants to stay and keep it on the inside and take it to the rack. Tuskegee trying to pass it kind of on a triangular basis there and went too many times around the triangle instead of Jones keeping it at the block. So they turn it over, basketball over to the Marauders. And quickly, Jefferson out front, missed on the shot. Martez clears for Tuskegee. DA slides middle of the floor. Right side, Seasbury is back out on the floor now. We're at 6:43 left. Tuskegee with a 52-41 lead. K-Mick backpedals, back out top. No threat on the shot clock. 13 there. Draper at the block underneath the defense to the glass. Got a foul. Edwards catching up with the back of the play. And that worked exactly how Coach Taylor would have drawn that up. Draper beat him to the block, got the lay-in, and Edwards commits the foul. That's its fourth. And Kasami to the line now to build on that Tuskegee lead of 13 points. Kasami rattled that free throw good. He's got 12 in the basketball game. We're down to 6:25 left, and Tuskegee with his largest lead of 55-41. Out front, DeMar Moore handles. On the turn, it's Willie Jackson. Got some space, partially deflected down low by Pennington. Good defense by DA. Down in the corner, here comes Mickens. Chris slides all the way through to DA, and the spacing's too tight on the far side of the floor. Chris kind of ran that basketball right into the traffic, headed that way. And DA out of real estate on the far end of the floor. They turn it over. 6 minutes left in the basketball game now. Half court set for the Marauders of Central State. Jefferson behind the arc. Across the floor now. They try a bounce pass inside of the whistle there and a basket. Keyshawn Key got behind the defense. Good bounce pass from out front by DeMar Moore. He'll get an assist for that one. And now they'll send Key to the line to try to convert on a three-point play. Tuskegee trying to keep that spread so they don't have to take this thing down to the wire. With 5:48 left in the ball game. They lead at 55-43, but at the line, Key spins the free throw good for the Marauders. He's got 3 in the ball game, and the lead is down to 11. Full court pressure. Jones, middle of the floor now. Pass bad at Seasbury, trying to get it on the inside. Tuskegee trying to go too quick. As Seasbury pushes back out front. Back over to Culpepper. Now entry pass. Draper, foul line extended with the jumper. Left it on the iron. Tuskegee not deep into that shot clock at all. That's set down the floor. Back the other way. Line drive jumper is good. Coach Taylor will see if he decides to take a timeout and retain this lead. 5:15 left in the ball game. Tuskegee now with a 55-46 lead, led by 14. Seasbury at the block. Draper there for the flush. So Seasbury with the assist. Kasami with the dunk. He's got 14. 57-46. Across the floor, out front, long three-pointer is knocked down by Wayne Jefferson. So Jefferson with a three-pointer makes it 57-49. We go to 4:40 left. Culpepper in the backcourt over to Pennington. DA up the floor to Jones. Jones back Culpepper. Culpepper thought of three, pulls back. Now they go at the block. Draper doubled there. Draper to the rack. Missed on the shot. Basketball tapped around. Draper got the rebound. And a put back on the inside. So Kasami steadily going forward gets rewarded with a lay-in on the inside to take the lead to 59-49 and a timeout on the floor. 4:20 remains. More basketball ahead on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education. Home, where you hang out with friends, do homework, relax, explore, where you can be yourself. Come home to Tuskegee University. Get the education that changes lives, including your own.
Savannah, starting on March the 3rd. As Tuskegee, the men will play until the Friday of the tournament, which will be March the 8th. And we'll meet the winner of a ball game that takes place earlier in the week. Tuskegee, number 2 seed, does not have to play until that late in the tournament, getting rewarded for that strong finish. They start out in full court pressure now as the Marauders have it in the backcourt. Tuskegee continuing to try to shake things up. They chase down a basketball in the corner. No look pass at the block and an easy dunk on the inside. Jackson, Xavier Jackson with the dunk. He's got 12. Culpepper doubled at the sideline now. And whistle is going to be called. Foul in the front court. They call the foul on DeMar Moore. That's his 3rd. Tuskegee jumped out in that full court pressure after the timeout. It was an easy basket given up as a result. And Culpepper, that will be at the line. That was the 8th team foul on the Marauders, for the Marauders of Central State. And Culpepper will be shooting from the line when we return after the media timeout. 3:54 remains. Tuskegee up by 8.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Aaron James, head football coach at Tuskegee University, and you are watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education.
.354 remains here inside the Beacom-Lewis Gymnasium at Central State University. Tuskegee trying to hang on here, come out of here with a win, take their winning streak to 4 in a row. They lead it by 8, 59-51. Trying to wrap up the regular season. We'll go into Frankfort on Monday with basketball action, women's action. Check this time on that, Eric. I think I know it. It's going to be listed as Eastern Standard Time in Frankfort. I think it's a 5:30 start there in terms of the time, but we'll pass that along here momentarily as we take a look at some of the numbers from this basketball game. Tuskegee, 12 of 19 from the free throw line, 21 of 47 shooting from the floor, and 5 of 17 from behind the arc. They continue to lead in rebounding as Culpepper hits that first free throw. Chip had 3 on 1 3-pointer in the first 20 minutes, and that's his first point here of the second half. Tuskegee with 14 turnovers. Chip got them both from the line. Take the lead to 61-51. Half-court set now for Central State. Across the floor they go to Jackson. Now on the move inside. They finally push it back out. Jefferson for another 3-pointer. This time he missed on the shot. Bodies tying it up on the inside. And we're going to stay on the Central State's end of the floor. Culpepper guilty of a foul. That's his first. 3:32 left in the ball game. Basketball will stay with Central State. They call the foul on Culpepper. Central State pushing it out front. Jones went for a steal, almost got it. Instead, down at the block. Shot rejected at the block there. They were trying to turn it on the inside to Keyshawn Key. And Double C said, no, not on my watch, and swatted it about 3-4 feet off the floor. 3:25. 3:23 left. Missed shot on the inside there by the Marauders. And here comes Culpepper. Got the rebound. Bounce pass left side. Back to Pennington. Up top, DA across the floor, Seasbury. Seasbury free with a jumper, missed on the shot. Rebound at the backside by DeMar Moore. Meanwhile, able to confirm that it's a 5:30 start for the basketball game on Monday at Kentucky State as the Marauders got it down low to Xavier Jackson for the lay-in. Jackson's got 10 here in the second half. He's got 14 overall. 2:46 left. Tap and steal at the mid-stripe. Here comes Willie Jackson. Jackson's Euro step doesn't help him there. Blocked at the baseline by Culpepper. As Draper reports back out on the floor, he'll replace Cambridge in the lineup. 61-53. And we're again at Frankfurt on Monday, starting at 5:30 for women's action. Our apologies to the folks that were listening in on our coverage today. As Jones taps it and the basketball comes over to Tuskegee. Listed on our schedule as Central Time, but this in the East Coast and at Eastern Standard Time here at Central State. All games went at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2:25 left here in this basketball game. Martez back to the free throw line. Tuskegee with a 61-53 lead. Martez. First free throw down in the cylinder and popped out. Can't do very much about that. He had the right rotation. And Martez set for a second of two. The junior from Tuskegee. Better result. That one stayed down for him on the second one. Half court set now for Central State. On the weave, they give it. Jackson fires a three, left it on the front of the iron. And a foul going to be called down at the block. Jones coming over the back. And Martez just beside himself after that call. That's foul number 4. He was out of position, reached up with the right hand, thought he had body clear, but the referee, Joey Hellert, saying that he caught him at the back of the head coming up trying to tap that basketball away. So 2:13 remains. And now the Marauders are into a 1-and-1. And Coach Taylor indicating out, shouting it out to Martez. Hey, good rebound, man. Felt like he got robbed on that one. And referee Hellert coming back this way. I'm sure you hear a couple words from Coach Taylor as he does. And Coach Hellert turns it back to him and saying that he caught him in the back of the head with the arm. 62-54. And at the line, Jackson shooting. He's got 14 in the game. Now, got them both. It makes it 62-55. Things getting tight here inside Beacom-Lewis. Across the timeline, Culpepper across the floor to Seasbury. Alley-oop, and he threw it away. Just a needless pass there by Tuskegee. You don't need that basket. You need more time instead of that. Threw it softly with not enough lift on it. Back the other way with a jumper and an air ball. Seasbury with the rebound backside. Going to slow things up a bit here. In the backcourt to Pennington. And DA now going to slide it across the timeline. 1:36 left now. Pennington guarded by Moore. DA hard push right side. Lost the dribble, bounce pass at the block, Jones. Jones pushes back out to Pennington. Pennington 4 to shoot. Seasbury, jumper, missed on his shot. Rebound, Culpepper, and a reset. Big rebound there for Tuskegee. Pennington backpedals. Right side, Culpepper at the block, Jones. Draper's free at the block. Draper leans back in the court of play and got a lay-in. Assist by Martez Jones. Draper with 18 in the ball game. All the way through to whistle there on the inside. Penetration by Keyshawn Key. Tuskegee with a 64-55 lead with 55 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Keyshawn Key to shoot the free throws. Spins and missed on the front end of the 1-and-1. Jones clears for Tuskegee. Pennington. Passy 4:55 lead with 55 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Keyshawn Key to shoot the free throws. 4 in a row now. That's Culpepper. Back pedals out top. 10 to shoot. Pennington inside the paint. Slides all the way through. Right-hand job. It's done by Pennington to the rack, and he got Martez's fourth foul for Tuskegee. As Bryce Cummings and Evan Howell coming out. Chris Mickings also coming out. So Martez Jones, Kasami Draper, guys did a great job of work here, and so does Chip Culpepper. They'll hear it from the bench as they take seats. Good job by them in the second half of basketball. Free throw from the line is good for the Magicians. 22 seconds left now. Pennington with it. And a hold call in the backcourt will go right back the other way as D.A. spreads down to the other end. And they call that foul on DeMar Moore. That's its fourth. And I think it's going to be Pennington shooting. It will be D.A. from the first of two. Whitmore back out on the floor. Seasbury takes a seat. So Cummings out there, Howell out there, Whitmore out there, Mickens out there, Pennington's out there. And they're going to try to get Watts. Nicely done there by Coach Taylor to give all those guys a chance to come to the bench. Pennington's out there. And they're going to try to get Watson in after the free throw. They will. D.A. will take a seat. Nicely done there by Coach. Let the rest of the team finish it up here for Tuskegee. Jumper in the corner, off there. Rebound to Cummings. Cummings fouled, and Bryce, he's fouled underneath. He'll go to the free throw line on the other end of the floor as Willie Jackson took the legs out from under Bryce Cummings. So Cummings, the sophomore from Tallahassee, gets a chance to go to the free throw line here to see if he can't get in the scoring column. He has done some incredible work since being called on in his lineup in the second half of the season. Cummings with the first, missed there. That's the one area in the offseason certainly they'll be working with him on is the free throw shooting. But he's a pure athlete, has great basketball instincts, rarely turns the basketball over. Cummings for the second, missed on that one as well. Rebound cleared by Key. They go quickly up the floor. Of the Knox Gymnasium on the Miles College campus. On the east side, things a bit tighter there.
Empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation Tuskegee can offer you.
We're back live here inside the Beacom-Lewis Gymnasium on the campus of Central State University. But the shot you're seeing now on your screen with a play-in ball game and a full slate of games each day throughout the tournament. Want to get the latest information with regard to what three team, whoever they're playing, that they'll meet in a ball game that will feature the winner of game 3, which is a number 6 seed west versus a 7th seed east to determine who will play them. So some machinations have to Tuskegee get set to head on the road now. Coach Taylor's right there, so we're going to try to pull him in for just a quick second, and if we're just, yeah, he's